I'm still debating if I want to ask for a Quest 3 because I've noticed they've put every model of the Quest 3 on sale for Black Friday, including the cheapest one having a free copy of Arkham Shadow included,
Ooh.
except for the Quest 3.
Ah, son of a gun.
Except for the Quest 3 is still $500 and it still doesn't have Arkham Shadow. Except for the Quest 3 is still $500.
Well, I hear the echo, so I assume that the stream is up
Yeah.
and running.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. So I just turned it off, the sound.
Oh, sorry about that. I boosted the audio a little bit because my mom tuned in a little bit yesterday and said it was kind of quiet on her iPad.
Yeah. I'm just plugging in headphones so that there's no echo on your thing.
So everyone looking at Crystal and a nightie giving the bedroom eyes for a little bit because this operating system for the custom PlayStation that Nick sent me is very handy and lets me set up like custom sounds and wallpapers and everything.
But yeah, so yeah, the Quest 3 has gotten no discount at all, so it's like, yeah, I could still ask for it, but I don't know if I want to.
Okay, overnight, Sean was asking about Evil Dead: Hail to the King, and it is indeed on here. I figured if it was an infamously terrible game, then you'd probably
Oh, that game is horrible. That game, unless your name is Watch Mojo, that game is horrible. Yeah, because that is one of the mistakes of Watch Mojo that I never let them live down. They somehow mixed up Hail to the King with Fistful of Boomstick, where Fistful of Boomstick is the bad game. It was a bad sequel to Hail to the King. What the fuck are you on to think that Hail to the King was a good game? I'm sorry.
Yep. Well, Sean was talking about it overnight. He saw that I did The Crow, which was apparently his introduction to the Crow franchise. And then he said his new suggestion was for that. He said he hates it so much he'd be willing to hop on camera in the episode. So I assume that means he's no good.
To see that.
Yeah, I assume that means he's no good.
Yeah, Hail to the King. So its thing is that it's a Resident Evil clone. It's like a faithful Resident Evil clone. Like, same inventory, like, same limited resources, same tank controls, fixed camera, pre-rendered environments. The problem is, number one, the enemies are much stronger than they would be in Resident Evil. Like, basically, it's the equivalent of Resident Evil throwing lickers and hunters at you in double the numbers and right away. And the second sin, they infinitely respawn.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Okay, so,
Hey, sorry I'm late.
It's okay. We were just talking about Sean recommended this Evil Dead game that Schnick loaded onto the PlayStation Classic for me for a video. He hates it so much he's willing to jump on camera. And Schnick, if it's any consolation to you, someone in the comments said nobody takes Watch Mojo seriously. All right.
Well, my understanding is that now they do AI slop, which I would.
Oh, they do.
Fully. I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty sure that I've heard they do AI slop now.
Well, AI slop killed Duolingo, so hopefully it'll kill them too.
I can, by the way, just real quick, I can stay for probably about an hour or so before I got to head to my parents' house.
No, that's cool.
For dinner today.
Okay, so this is
somebody in the comment.
Sorry, go ahead.
Somebody in the comments is already pointing out that the final boss is going to be a nightmare. I hope Shadow can get to it because that is going to be fun.
How short is this game?
Schnick said that his friend of his stream has a long play. It's 3 hours long, but the last hour solid is boss. Damn it, the Scooby-Doo theme was playing when I started up, but then I instinctively picked options, and now it's gone. Okay.
Ah, darn it.
So this is...
Well, Scooby... Oh, go ahead.
Wow, Scooby! Like, isn't this groovy? We're the stars of our very own video game.
I don't think you'll agree with that, too, Shaggy.
Groovy.
Like But yeah, so like Jado was saying, a friend of mine did a long play of this. The long play was 3 hours long, but the last hour of it was him getting stuck on the final boss.
God damn, the ghost isn't even the right color from the movie. He's supposed to be blue, not purple.
At least he has the voice.
That looks that is such a like I know this is PS1, but God, that looks so weird.
Well, correction. This was PS1 after the PS2 had come out.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
Why didn't they make this for the PS2 then?
Probably because it was cheaper to do PS1.
That's strange. My handheld wireless communication system is going berserk. It's like it's been zapped by some sort of virus.
I don't like the sound of that.
I do appreciate they got the voice cast.
Yeah.
They did, yeah.
Like that's it.
Including the Phantom Virus's voice from the movie, and frankly, the movie was a little comedic with him. He was always dropping baseball references and everything, you know, to beat you over the head who the culprit was. Here, he doesn't do that.
Like, it's the one Scooby-Doo movie where it's freaking obvious who the villain is.
Phantom Virus always wins.
Yeah.
Success, it will be mine.
Jinkies, a phantom virus.
Everybody in the chat's going on about the final
But
boss.
how are we going to capture the phantom virus, Fred?
I experienced it. I was a kid. I went through it too.
Stay here and try to determine the exact
And-
location of this phantom virus.
Oh, go on.
Scooby, Shaggy,
I was just gonna
you
say
guys
the
go into the game itself.
when we watch
If you
this
find
and
the
Witches
virus,
Ghost
get it to
together,
follow
like
you back here
this
so we
is
can catch
definitely the weakest of like the four I guess old
Hey,
animated
where are
Scooby-Doo
you guys
movies.
going?
But I still enjoy it. Just
Like, it is enjoyable.
if only purely for
Come
nostalgia
on, guys.
reasons.
We can't do this
Like,
without
it's
your
good enough that even if it's not great, it's still entertaining.
Like, sure you can.
Would
but,
you
like,
do it for
I
a
do.
Scooby snack?
This is not the plot of the game of the
No
movie
way.
at all, though, because in the
No
movie, it's
way.
like it's a mystery of
Would
how
you
they
do
got
it for
zapped
two
into the
Scooby
game,
snacks?
and it's like this whole thing is basically the premise of Tron, where they get zapped into the
Well,
virtual
would
world
you
and
do
have
it
to
for
escape.
a whole box of Scooby snacks?
Velma, old pal, you got yourself a deal.
Okay,
Yum,
so
yum.
two things.
Here, take
One,
this with you.
I did my
We can
own
use it
Let's
to
Play
talk
of
to
this
one
game
another.
years ago with that friend
looks like some of the
watching,
levels
and
are
I got
locked.
to piss
The
him
only
the
door
hell
that's
off
open
when I
leads to
actually
Japan.
managed to beat the final boss
You
in
guys
just a
can
couple
start
of
there.
minutes.
I'll try to get the other doors to open.
And
Oh,
because
this must be a
I
one-player
fought the
game.
final boss so
let's try.
damn much, I
You
guess I
guys
just
will
got
just have to
used to
take
how it
turns.
works.
Come on, Daphne. Let's go find that trap.
So
Good luck,
Daphne's
everyone.
commented that the game is one player, which means you only control one of them at a time, and they'll have to take turns.
God, I love it when licensed games just break the fourth wall out of nowhere, such as, I don't know, the Teen Titans game I recently finished.
Just gonna check.
Oh, right,
Okay, good.
right.
This is
The
analog.
big ending of that game. The ending of the Teen Titans game.
Okay,
I will say-
I'm going to assume this is
I will-
level 1. Oh,
I will say on that, I got a huge kick out of hearing Ron Perlman's voice as Slade.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna see, in the
can
marathons,
you
Teen
hear me?
Titans will start appearing
It looks
eventually,
like
so
you
you'll get more
landed in
Ron Perlman
Japan.
there.
It's
I only
one
got
of
to
the
see the
most
first 2
beautiful
seasons of
places
Teen
in the
Titans because
world.
that was all Kids
But in the
WB
hands of
showed.
the phantom virus,
and I didn't
it's
have
sure to
cable
be
when it
one
was
of the
on.
most dangerous as well.
So anyway, random,
Scooby.
like, the random
Daphne
bit
and I
from the
will keep-
movie that
can
sticks
do
in
that,
my
that's
head
what-
is, like, it's a completely random bit. It's when they get to the prehistoric level, and, like, they run from the T-Rex. Everybody's in their stock running animations, except Shaggy, who's just randomly flailing his arms around like an idiot.
Oh, okay, so
I
pies
don't know-
are guns.
Yeah.
Don't know what the bricks do. Oh, okay, so square
Yeah,
up a targeting reticle.
You break those. Break those.
Okay.
You butt bounce. I forget the combo. I
Okay.
think it's
Scott,
jump
they
and
probably
circle.
won't let you get
I think it's
Okay,
jump and circle.
So, yeah. It's jump and circle. Because
Yeah.
square is the aimed high. That's jumps with a kind of lag to it. Although granted,
Yeah,
the
you
butt
gotta
bomb
break
should be a formidable weapon in the hands of these two because of their weight. Okay.
they don't really have weight, because, like, did you see how much they ate before meeting the Hex Scrolls, immediately ran, and then all of a sudden lose that weight?
I love how, just like a good, responsible gamer, I'm completely ignoring all of the tutorials the game keeps flashing in the corner.
Okay, so help me out here. Is this supposed to be like a Crash Bandicoot ripoff?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So this is.
I haven't
So
played
what makes
Crash
this so
Bandicoot in a long time, but
So what makes this? So what makes this so bad? If this is just a Crash Bandicoot ripoff? Because Crash Bandicoot.
for starters, the aiming didn't work because Scooby pulled about 10 degrees to the right trying to hit a guy.
How can you fuck up a Crash Bandicoot clone? Crash Bandicoot is such a simple platformer.
Okay, so
have...
holding circle while when you're not in the air just makes Scooby crouch. I assume that will become useful at some point. I missed the I do wish I'd seen the tutorial on what the burgers do because I'm kind of wondering. Okay, so the weird triangle things are your money, I guess.
Those are supposed to be Scooby snacks, and yeah, you can notice you're supposed to collect them in rapid succession because
you get a multiplier.
You get a multiplier. So yeah, to those 100%ers out there, good luck.
Keep on your toes, Scooby.
And funny thing is, the achievement list, because this has an achievement list on the website. They don't require the Scooby snacks to get, like, the 100% achievements. Except for the sledding level, where the Scooby snacks are the only collectible. So it's like, I guess we gotta do the Scooby snacks for a 100% achievement. That's the one achievement that I could never get. I'm not gonna bomb her.
Gotta love the melee enemies in a game where all your attacks are ranged. Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna start running past people because A, to save time, and B, to save pies. No sense in wasting perfectly good pie.
Oh, I'll be having some good pie later this week.
The depth perception trying to cram on those is a little awkward. But yeah, everyone will be having. Okay.
Like, pick that up,
okay,
Scoob.
so that's.
And I think all of us on Thanksgiving are going to gain some weight.
Yep. I tried to lose some weight yesterday, but I went to the pool. I got chased out twice of the pool. Like, once when I was 10 laps in because the fire alarm went off, and then they wanted us to go outside, like, everyone in swimming trunks and, like, wet out of the pool, like, go to hell. And it's like, okay, so this is where it tells me I can do the double jump. And then, but luckily the fire alarm turned off before we went outside. But then I get another 10 laps in, and the fire department says everyone has to evacuate the building so they can search for crap. And it's like,
watch out for those sumo wrestlers, Scoob.
They'll flatten me like a pancake because of their weight. So it's like, apparently I'm not meant to go swimming today, so I got screwed out of it.
Hey, Scoob, grab
Scooby.
Well, I definitely need to watch a little bit of what I'm eating for now because my doctor did. I have my physical the other day, and my doctor did technically, like, my doctor did tell me I was slightly overweight.
Oh, I know I'm overweight. So far this looks like super easy. So.
Oh God, I feel like I have to make the reference now. Approximately 2% of my body is fat. Allow me to show you what 350 pounds of muscle is capable of.
Okay, I still got my lives and my pies.
Although before that is a much better line. The only one who's going to go kaboom is you.
I do
I'm gonna break you in two!
Like, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game isn't great, but I do love when you fight the Kingpin, Spider-Man starts making fat jokes at him. And it's like, when I played him, I couldn't quite figure out how to fight him, so Kingpin's like, "What, Spider-Man? No fat jokes?" And then I started fighting him, and he started whacking all the fat jokes. Like, the best ones are like, well, actually, I think there's like at least 4. He's like, "You're so fat when you go camping, the bears hide their food." I was like,
It's funny because Amazing Spider-Man 2 is one of the games I had to re-download on my new hard drive.
Okay, so environmental hazards now. You know Scooby's desperate for Scooby snacks when he's willing to brave pointy, jagged spears for them. Okay, so landing on the boxes is a little annoying, which is why I'm kind of just inclined to run past everything. Ow.
What happened to the stairs? My parents took them away because I'm grounded.
That's disturbing.
I'm guessing that's from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. That sounds like a joke from Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
It is one of my favorite all-time favorite scenes. I also love when Rolf like goes up to a spelling and he's like, "Time has gone blank."
So could someone explain to me why the pie still kills the sumo wrestlers who you'd think would just eat it?
It's gonna make even less sense later regarding the pies, if you can believe it. Yeah.
Like, so far, this is striking me as a game that you can just run through with no problems. It's just, the game has collectibles that you vaguely need for high scores that, at least from now, may not even matter.
They don't.
Also, Scooby's legs look unnaturally thin. Like, I don't think they could support his weight.
Doesn't Scooby-Doo 9 of 100 Frights involve you collecting, gathering a bunch of meaningless collectibles?
I haven't played 9 of 100 Frights. It's been described as a Metroidvania game to me, so I'm kind
of is a Metroidvania, and you do need to collect the Scooby snacks and such so that you can open doors to, like, new areas.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, 9 of 100 Frights is a much better game than this.
Well, yeah. Hopefully it's much better than classic Creep Capers on the N64, too.
Well, this is better than classic Creep Capers, but that's not saying much.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather play Cyber Chase than classic Creep Capers.
Have you played classic Creep Capers?
I might have a cartridge of it, and I may have tried it once.
Like, of all the games to have a different colored cartridge, like, that one's got the same black cartridge as Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. That's, okay, what are you...
I'm detecting even more danger now, Scooby.
Okay, so the Phantom Virus is around here somewhere. Good thing I've been saving my pies, then, by just running past all the enemies, which you can do, because, like, the last time, this is giving me major vibes of a game I rented from Blockbuster and beat, like, instantaneous. Like, I finished it in, like, one afternoon. It was a, Tigger's Honey Hunt, a Winnie the Pooh game.
I've heard you reference that before.
Yeah, I don't own it now, because, I might get a copy of it now, because I'm a sucker for collecting Nintendo 64 stuff, but yeah, Tigger's Honey Hunt, I beat that, rented it from Blockbuster, beat it in an afternoon.
Well, I own Tigger's Honey Hunt on PS1, because that's how I played it as a kid. By the way, as a tell of how wussy I was playing games as a really young kid, I couldn't beat the first level on Tigger's Honey Hunt because I was afraid of the bees.
Not the bees!
Bees! Not the bees!
I love how we both went there at the same time.
Have any of you actually ever seen that movie? Because I have.
I have not. I saw a Nostalgia Critics review. I actually
own the movie.
Oh, great.
By the way, anyone, we're doing a charity drive for Safe in Our World. It's a mental health awareness charity, and there's a Tiltify link in the description, which has a link to the campaign, has a link to the other schedule of the other streamers, and it also has a you can enter for drawings of Steam keys if you don't if you want. It's only like $5, and you can get a Steam key out of it.
Okay, Scooby. You'll need to pay attention to the warrior's patterns. It's the only way to
explaining that you have to watch for the boss's patterns, that is so classic, like, this game was made for small children. Can't move? Okay, now I can move.
I like... The funny thing is, this samurai dude was actually in the movie for, like, a brief moment.
Oh, yeah, because, like... Oh, it flat out says, chance when you can hit him.
Yes,
Wow.
it does.
Wow, that pie
There it
must be
is.
made of acid. It ate through his armor like a bitch. Oh, son of a bitch. Well, now I know why it says chance, because the pattern changes, and it's not always obvious when he's in the open. This new 6 samurai monster from Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not very good. Oh my god, it even has to give you ammo because it knows that you'll run out of it during the easily during the fight.
You did it, Scooby! Good.
Why does Scooby do like the Thriller dance every time he finishes a level?
Cause it's a thriller, thriller.
Cause this is Thriller, Thriller night. God, there's not even a finishing cutscene to let you know that you beat that. Okay, let's do Rome. Oh wow! So you don't get to pick your character. It's predetermined at each level. So now I'm doing Shaggy.
So you
This
really
remember-
the outside of
So
the
were you just
famous
at the
remember-
level where they
Colosseum.
face the samurai that's part of the
chance to put my
montage in the
balancing
film?
skills
Yes.
to work.
It's part of the montage in the movie, yeah.
Like one of the longest chunks of the movie when they're on the moon. It's like when they first get there. I didn't even see a moon level when I was running around them.
There is no moon. The moon is not in this version. Is not in the game.
So this is almost like the Matrix, where stuff they cut from the game or stuff that was like cut from the movie is in the game. Also, Shaggy, I don't know if this is a bug or intentional design, but Shaggy cannot do a ground pound after a double jump, only after a single jump.
Well, first,
Yep. Oh yeah,
It's not as bad.
the depth perception.
At least it's not
here.
as many. Oh, at
Shit.
least this isn't taking you. At least you're not having as bad a time with this as the Phantom Menace PS1 game.
Oh no, yeah. I still need to go back and review that. Like, I'm gonna have to just do a streak where I do all the live streaming games I did. Maybe except for Shrek. I don't. Well, we'll see. But just because my backlog, I have so much stuff backlogged for what I want to do.
why don't you want to finish Shrek Extra Large, huh?
I don't know. I just remember getting stuck in that game, which although I guess it would be.
I
finally a good time to, go back.
I
and finish
mean,
it.
I can help you beat it because I know how to play it.
Well, yeah,
I don't know how sad that sounds, but I know how to play it.
Well,
So-
you played it on expert mode. You played the janky Xbox version.
well, I played both, but yeah.
It could be my imagination, but it feels like Shaggy can't jump as high as Scooby-Doo can. Although, at least unlike Fix the Adventure or some hack devs who try to you incorporate a shadow into the actual lighting engine and for realism, at least I do have a shadow to gauge where Shaggy's jumping. Okay, yeah, now I'm seeing the Crash Bandicoot alike because I remember Crash Bandicoot had a lot of side-scrolling levels like this. I'm going to switch to using a control pad just because it seems like a safer bet for these narrow walkways so I don't accidentally kill myself.
But yeah, the whole taking turns aspect, I remember when my cousin was watching me play this, she took it freaking literally and thought it was going to swap between them one after the other. That's not how the game does it.
Yeah, like every level is predetermined, it looks like.
Yeah, because you do Shaggy twice in a row, and when we were starting the Arctic levels, I was just like, okay, it's Scooby's turn now, it's Scooby's turn now. And I knew that wasn't the case, because one of the demo things you can watch in the demo is the sledding level, where you play as Shaggy. And I was like, no, and then the moment Shaggy gets highlighted when doing the Arctic level, she's like, what? Shaggy again?
God, it sounds like she does not like Shaggy.
I don't think she did. Well, there's a lot of things she
What we
didn't
should-
like, but yeah.
Yeah, the depth perception is messing with me on this one. I need to pay more attention to Shaggy's shadow. But it is between getting yourself lined up and the time it takes to do a ground pound. It is so annoying breaking open item boxes that I'm inclined to just run past all of them and just keep going. Okay.
Do what you gotta do to hopefully make it to the final boss in
There's,
time.
there's also that poopy suit.
Because I gotta see your reaction to that.
I might have to do
Okay,
it separately just based on how long I've been told the game takes, but we'll see.
Yeah,
We're down
I mean,
one world
I don't.
already.
You don't have to beat it. I just want you. I'm just hoping you can get there.
Yeah, we'll see.
What are the 3 PS2 Scooby games that I have on my emulator, Schnick, that I have?
Night of 100 Frights, Mystery Mayhem, and Unmasked.
So does Unmasked play like Night of 100 Frights or Mystery Mayhem, or is it different than those two?
So you know Mystery Mayhem then.
Yes, I played that
So-
a ton back on the original Xbox.
Unmasked is more of a traditional 3D platformer. It's not really a Metroidvania. Like, it's kind of like a more traditional 3D platformer from what I remember of it.
So is there like, is there still like a, I would assume there's still like a Scooby-Doo story though, right?
Well, yeah.
Did they make a Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost game or Zombie Island game?
No. Of all 4 of the Mook animation movies, this is the only one that got a game.
Shaggy,
Damn
something
it.
is starting to feel really stiff.
Oh, I can tell it looks stiff on the stream.
Okay,
And
good,
anytime
I got it turned around.
Anytime I hear stiff, I just think of that scene from the Goonies where Chunk is stuck in the freezer with the body. Guys, I'm stuck with the stiff!
Oh god.
Okay, I'm assuming 100 Scooby snacks get you an extra life.
Yes.
Well, to quote Serious Sam, extra life! That's the sound effect that plays, I think, in Serious Sam 3 when you get an extra life.
I didn't play much of the Simpsons game, but I played it briefly at a cousin's house, but I got to the part in the tutorial where comic book guy goes, "We all know a double jump doesn't even slightly follow the laws of physics, right?"
Like, did I hear something?
No, yep, here's the Crash Bandicoot bit where you have to outrun something running towards the screen. Like,
Oh,
well,
there it is, yeah.
well, from Crash Bandicoot or also Pepsi Man!
I remember...
Pepsi Man is such a weird game.
It is, that's what makes it fun.
Frickin', I played the frickin' first Run Away from Something Chase in Pepsi Man. I don't know if Jada remembers it, but I got fucking pissed at that.
That game is hard. That game is hard as balls.
I hate the running away from stuff level because it's pure memorization.
I remember, I think it was like the
Okay,
first
now
time
I know why they
played
dropped the checkpoint. What the hell? I thought I crossed the checkpoint.
Is that thing even gonna make it through?
Oh.
Poopy soup.
Like, the reason I started saying poopy suit, just aside from it just being like a unique euphemism, is there's a Mystery Science Theater episode called The Starfighters. That movie is hot garbage, by the way. Like, it's basically a lot of stock footage of jets just flying, not even doing anything, coupled with like a really milquetoast drama of like pilots with dating lives that goes nowhere. And like, literally the only good part of the movie is at the end they're told they have to make a really long flight, and they're told they're gonna have to use their poopy suits, which apparently that is an actual thing, but it's not because the suits are brown or because you defecate in them. They're called that because by the time you're done using them, they smell like complete ass from all the sweat inside them. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Don't even care. Let's go to the next level. Crap. I'm starting to see why she didn't like Shaggy. His platforming feels much worse than the other ones.
You're inside the Coliseum now, Shaggy.
Like,
There's not even a skybox off to the side. The side of the screen is just sheer blackness. Which,
Oh god, that reminds me of a robot chicken joke that Seth MacFarlane as the Emperor says. Good chair. So as the Emperor, he's sitting in the throne room and he's like, good chair, good chair.
good lumbar
Great
support.
view
Great
of
view of
utter
black.
blackness. Yes. And the chair's bolted to the floor. And then like the air vent starts going, and he's like, hey, Crayola, get up there and wave your staff of Gra up there and see if you can fix it. And then the air just starts going full force. He's like, "What? Hey, what a CB10 fake?
I
Could
thought
this
that
day
was
get
shadow,
any
not
worse?"
I thought that was a shadow, not a hole.
You thought it was shadow?
Not shadow. I thought it was a shadow on the floor, not a hole to fall into. Okay. Wow, great level design. There's nothing here.
It is weird playing PS1 games and watching the environment load in time.
Yeah, the Nintendo 64 tended to use distance fog, but I think it still had a larger draw distance to where sometimes you wouldn't even notice the distance fog. Like, a lot of games would intentionally have curves or turns in the level, specifically so you don't notice all that load in. Apparently I have to jump over every shadow I come across just in case it turns out to be a bottomless pit.
I wonder if this got... What was that? What was the PS1? That's the PS1 type console that Sega put out. I keep getting.
Saturn.
Okay,
Yeah,
I wonder if this had a Saturn port.
The Crow did.
The Saturn would have been dead. The Saturn was long dead by the time this game came out. If it would have gotten a Sega port, it would have been on the Dreamcast, but the Dreamcast was already kind of dead too by this point.
Now, the Saturn was the one that had the infinitely, like, well, not infinitely better, but, like, the graphically superior version of Spider-Man, right?
I think so.
The Dreamcast. Dreamcast.
Yeah, Dreamcast tended to be a graphically superior console. I know Rerez is a big fan of it, but the thing is, the Dreamcast kind of launched in this awkward time where it was better than the Nintendo 60, like, just for example, better than the N64, but worse than the GameCube. So when the GameCube and the PS2 and the Xbox came out, it was woefully outmatched. So
well, the thing with the Dreamcast is that I think it was a bit better hardware-wise than the PS2, but yeah, the GameCube and Xbox outclassed it. But
that
yeah, like,
bastard knocked me into a pit.
The second thing about the Dreamcast is that the controller was... It only had one analog stick on it. Its competitors had two.
Yeah.
So, games were inherently at a disadvantage.
Okay, so these guys knock you into pits. That's good to know.
So, yeah, and... Well, the thing is, I think I went over the story, like how the Saturn flopped, and then the Dreamcast was in the right direction, but Sega had a lot of, like, bad will built up, like, from the Saturn, the 32X, the Sega CD, and ultimately it was the PS2 coming out that just killed it.
You sure it wasn't Seaman that killed it?
Maybe people were weirded out by that too, but...
Alright, up to the second boss.
You should know better than to
Oh wow, we've got like
me.
double the concurrent viewers we had
Now
yesterday.
You're trapped. You'll never get out of here in one piece.
Well, I'm convinced. Now how about someone getting me out of here?
So I noticed that every time you pick up a pie as
It's time to be
Shaggy,
extra
he
brave, Shaggy.
Lions and skeletons and spears. Oh my!
I'm sorry. I noticed when I was picking up pies as Shaggy, you hear a crunching noise every time he picks one up, like he's eating them. Okay, this is actually a scene from the movie.
Yeah.
Randomly, just random. Sisu is apparently like the Sisu sequel is only 88 minutes with credits.
I know. I want to see that, and I want to see the Running Man. I don't know when I'm going to fit either one in. I might be able to fit in Sisu, like, after the stream on Tuesday. Because, like, Running Man is over 2 hours, and then they have commercials also. And then, Sisu is short, so I could fit that in easily. And then, of course, Wicked for Good is almost 3 hours, I think. I still need to see the first one.
No, it's not. No. Wicked for Good is 2 hours and 17 minutes with credits.
Oh, wow. That's almost the same length as the Running Man, then. Okay, so I need to run around until the lion gets tired. Running away from the lion was kind of screwing with me. I don't know why I tried throwing pies at him. That was my own fault. Come on, Shaggy. I've seen you run way faster than this. And that reminded me to try looking for a run button on the controller. I'm not seeing any. I don't think the shoulder buttons do anything in this game. And there are 4 shoulder buttons to pick from.
I think the Saturday it comes out, I'm gonna do a 9 a.m. showing of Avatar.
Butt bomb on the lion. That's not far off from what the angry. That's not far off from what the Angry Video Game Nerd suggested.
I didn't even know you could damage them with the butt bomb!
Yep, I tried it, and yeah, you can damage bosses with the butt bomb.
Wow.
You learn something new every day. Whether it was knowledge worth knowing is another matter entirely. I shoved a pie up his ass, and the lion is dead. Oh, crap!
Careful!
Son of a bitch.
Oh, they got you by the trap at the end, didn't they? Oh!
Rat bastards!
That is such a Dark Souls move.
I am going to sit on every last one of you as punishment. Hopefully this time I'll have enough health to survive the trap, but I'll run just in case.
Well, you can run towards the screen and you would dodge the trap.
Okay. Yeah, they all shot in the
guess
center
what
of the screen. It looked like so. It should be good.
Oh, do you know what movie we should all go out and support this weekend? Because I think it's bombing.
What?
The Zachary Levi's new movie.
No. No.
What even is his new movie?
It's called Sarah's Oil, based on a true story set in 1910 Oklahoma during the oil boom. Young Sarah Rector inherits 160 acres of land and most dismissed as worthless, undeterred by others' doubts. Sarah becomes convinced there's oil beneath the surface of her land with the help of a charming wildcatter, Bert, played by Zachary Levi. The two seek this hidden treasure. However, when Sarah and Bert's success attracts the attention of corrupt local oil magnates, the two must fight to protect Sarah's inheritance from falling into the wrong hands.
Sorry, I'd rather watch. I'd rather fit the Crow Wicked Prayer into my schedule and finish off the Crow series. I watched Salvation yesterday. Like, it was not good, but it was honestly about on par with City of Angels. The lion's like, "Oh my ass!
My ass!"
I only have one thing to say, about that Zachary Levi movie, and I'm gonna quote my 4th grade teacher. "We'll boil you in oil!"
What?
Yeah, my 4th grade teacher would jokingly say, "I will boil you in oil" whenever a kid pissed him off.
Okay, I avoided the trap. I'm not gonna stop running just in case.
Wow, Shaggy.
Run towards the screen! Oh, shit, I thought you were gonna jump off.
Nope, I'm grounded. I am secured to the floor because of my weight. Okay. Next for the Arctic, so let's find out who's free. Oh, right, you already said Shaggy. Great!
Yeah,
more of the stiff-ass jumping.
If it helps, it evens out to where you play more of the game as Scooby.
The phantom virus is in here somewhere.
Because, so prehistoric levels, you're Scooby, the city levels, you're Shaggy, then ancient Egypt and the amusement park, you're Scooby. That's the thing with this game, like, the final level in the movie was, they split it into 2 levels in the game.
Huh. So I'm finding cheeseburgers frozen in the Arctic ice. Oh, sliding sections, yay.
Correcting somebody in the chat, there's only 1 sled level.
So what levels from the movie are missing in the game? Like
the moon level is not the moon level, the underwater level, and the backyard level. Those are the ones that are not. I think there's 1 more that's missing because, again, they split 1 level from the movie into 2, but I can't remember.
Okay, so there are unmarked spaces of the level where you just.
Backyard. The one that has the giant ant.
Oh, when they're all
the one where
I forgot about that.
Yeah. I think there's one more from the movie that's missing, but I can't.
Oh wow, I
remember
freaking
now.
disintegrated that polar bear by throwing a pie at him.
Oh well, back to square one.
Not square one, I crossed the checkpoint. Like, I've got so many lives I barely even care when I die, therefore I'm just trying to skip over chunks of the map. Oh wow, so stalactites can... Okay, I need to pay attention to shadows on the ground because stalactites will fall on you. Stupid ass seal! Kiss from a
There's a
rose
lot
kiss,
of-
asshole!
There's a lot of movies that think they can take on Avatar this year.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Well, Sisu was
Let's
sent
see.
out against as counter-programming against Wicked for Good and sent out to die.
Let's see. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie is coming out the same weekend as Avatar.
Well, in fairness, that one deserves to get crushed.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's a Bradley Cooper Oscar bait movie coming out called "Is This Thing On?" That's probably gonna get buried.
Oh, I've got
then-
commercials for that. I didn't know that was Bradley Cooper in it though.
And then Christmas Day again, because I think Avatar is gonna rule the box office for at least a solid 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh, they make you slide. They make you slide, and then you fall into a pit. The little shits.
Let's see. Anaconda comes out on Christmas Day.
I'm curious to see that one because it looks funny, but it looks like it might also be a train wreck.
The Neil Diamond, well, the movie where Hugh Jackman plays a Neil Diamond cover, like impersonator, comes out on Christmas Day.
That also looks like an Oscar bait film, so I think it's just the time of the year lining up with. There we go.
And then also Marty Supreme, a movie called Marty Supreme with Timothée Chalamet.
I've heard of that one.
I know, but it's like, yeah, like given the competition, I think Avatar is gonna rule the box
Well,
office.
that was kind of a given.
Alright.
Wouldn't it be funny though if some weird twist of fate SpongeBob actually beats Avatar?
It
Like-
won't.
I know, but still it'd be funny.
Like whoever loses, I'm happy.
That's
Yeah,
I
I
keep
had-
getting that SpongeBob trailer. The only reason I would even remotely consider watching that,
It's
not
all
seeing
downhill
the
from
viewers,
here,
but
Shaggy.
watching it
You'll need
would
to
be
use
Mark
that
Hamill as
sled to
Davy
get down this
Jones.
flue.
You know what?
No, that's not
Right,
Davy
Ethan.
Jones. That's the
Here
Flying
we
Dutchman.
go.
Oh, sorry, Flying Dutchman, but still, that'd be the only reason I'd consider watching it is Mark Hamill.
Okay, so the controls on this sled feel very delayed.
Also, can somebody tell me what is it with the makers of SpongeBob and wanting to put Patrick in a G-string?
I don't know.
I did not need that mental image.
Well, that's in the trailer, so if you
I
come
have not.
across the
I
trailer
have
when
not
you go to
gotten
the
that
movies-
trailer actually, so I must be lucking out.
Well, if you get it, you're gonna have that mental image.
Damn penguins, get out of my way! Don't you have like marching or somewhere to do?
No, they have to get fixed by Johnny Knoxville.
Or to
No,
live
they
with-
need Morgan
or no,
Freeman.
They have
They
to
need
go
Morgan
live with
Freeman
Jim
to tell them where
Carrey.
to go. Well,
Right.
They have to go live with
They-
Jim Carrey. Well, crap! I missed the checkpoint.
Is that movie bad, by the way, Mr. Popper's Penguins?
I remember thinking it was fine, honestly. And I have to start over because I missed the checkpoint because it is very easy to miss checkpoints in this level. I may need to break out the
God,
save
this
state
look-
if I tank it. Why is it so
Oh, this
white?
looks bad. This looks so stiff and awkward to control.
It is, yes. There's a delay to your controls because you have to turn in the direction and then you have to move in that direction.
And is this on your PS1 Classic emulation?
Yes, I had to
Oh, yeah.
resize. I had to go into OBS and resize the video feed because it was like scrunched into the corner because the PlayStation Classic, for some reason, does not output high def. Fail, Sony.
Kind of feels like it should if it has HDMI connection.
Maybe it's in the
does
settings and I
seven-
missed it. Yes, I got the
It's in
checkpoint.
it's 720p that it outputs.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah.
Question,
Which on the
does
upside,
Wii
that
U-
makes the games I cover on and upload a hell of a lot faster.
Speaking of outputting it in HD, does the Wii U backwards compatibility with the Wii
Yes.
output Wii games in HD?
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
That's what I use to record Tron Evolution Battle Grids. in,
Oh, thank
lower
God!
resolution.
That's gonna feel so much better when I start playing my Wii games. Then.
I am getting really sick of all these penguins. I'm trying to turn to the right and I can't.
Ah, shit.
Shredder, what's a shredder?
Shit.
You face the penguin.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
I love that line in Ninja Turtle and Batman vs Ninja Turtles where Penguin's like, "You face the penguin." Yes, got the checkpoint right before the wall that makes you fall off to punish you for missing the checkpoint. Oh, well, okay, so. Yeah, I saw that coming, didn't we? Oh God, I just remembered. This is the level you said they shit. This is the level they said you make the RetroArch achievements try and make you get collectibles for the Scooby snacks, and it's like, screw that. Okay, how do I?
Yeah, and guess what? This is the only level where you have to collect the Scooby snacks. All the regular levels you don't, and they make you collect them here because it's like, well, they're the only collectible, and well, we have to put 100% achievement here, so I guess we have to do the snacks here. Thankfully, they reward you for your trouble at least.
Okay, screw this noise.
Because it's a 50-point achievement. Oh, thank you. Yeah, do the save states at this point.
There we go.
Oh, the Shiny's getting re-released in IMAX.
Cool. I am definitely going to see The Grinch when it re-releases in theaters.
Oh, me too. Me 100%.
Yeah. I still need a widescreen copy of that. I keep looking at D-Stock and they don't have it.
There's an updated Blu-ray copy.
Give me a second, fella.
Like it's called Grinchmas
think my
Edition.
legs
I think
have
that's considered the
frozen
best
stiff.
version on home video.
There we go. Finished the god-awful sledding stage. Cost me about half my lives to do so goody.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely seeing The Shining in IMAX.
Anyone who wants to recompense my pain with this game, there's a Tiltify link in the description. We are donating to Safe in Our World. It's a mental health charity. You can enter in for drawings for Steam keys when the charity is over, and also see you can see the list of the schedule of the other live streamers that are contributing. Also, if you send in a super chat, I'll donate the proceeds to it.
Well,
Oh wow!
stick around,
Oh, actually,
because
fight the
this is
Phantom
just
virus in
getting
a
fun.
suit.
You can run, Phantom.
Oh, and
Yeah,
since
but-
we're
well, yeah,
doing
you
it,
can run.
since you're raising
Please,
money for a
run.
mental health charity, I feel like
Don't
it
get
needs.
scared
I
of
feel
me
like this
now,
needs
Shaggy.
repeating.
That polar bear
Fuck
looks
Smile,
dangerous,
fuck
but
Smile
not
too.
Poor
Yeah.
eyes. Like, why couldn't I have been sent to the jungle?
Oh good, they gave me pie. Oh crap, the movement is borked on here.
I will say I do appreciate from your Smile reviews that that was the most genuinely angry you have ever gotten in a review.
There have been, it touches me much that there's been a lot of people like writing in with their own experiences, like mental health issues, or talking about the message at the end, or like joining me in my hatred of Smile too, because yeah, that movie is trash. And now I'm starting to get screwed by this bear. He slipped. Okay, he slipped the wrong way that time. Okay, I had a feeling he was gonna. Okay, I am so glad I kind of knocked the polar bear off the edge because it looked like I was sliding right into him.
I could actually do a double feature on Saturday, December 13th, of both The Shining re-release and The Grinch.
Come on, pie him! Pie him! Shit! I ran out of pies.
Oh god, this.
The pies have a range to them. Yeah, I have to start the fight over.
We should have won. Oh well.
So
here we
wait.
go.
So if you run out of pies, you're just fucked, right?
Yeah, because the other boss dropped pies for you. This one, it looks like you're not fucked because you can run up and butt bomb the boss, but in this level with the messed up movement physics, you are kind of screwed. I slid off the edge. I think I might need to
Because of
save
your-
state through this too.
Did you slide off because of your weight?
No, I slid off because the game's a piece of shit.
Game no good.
Game
E's
is
no-
no,
no,
good.
No, it's E's no good. You gotta say E's no good from now on.
E's no good, game no good.
Shit.
No.
Okay, so
No, E's no.
I
game
really
is
hope the
no
game
good.
dropped more pies because I spent
Hey,
3 trying
no
to line them up
good.
there.
Oh, speaking of pies, it's a wonderful day for pie, for pie,
I thought
for
it was going in the
pie. That's another one of my favorite Family Guy gags. Is the wonderful day for pie bit, like when they go to the
And they actually went out of their way to up the animation budget to try and make it look more like Disney.
Like it actually looks like it's a well animated scene.
Okay, dodge the got him down to his last health bar, but this is where shit hits the fan because the snowballs get very hard to dodge. Okay, I think if I just shit. Okay, he's gonna be vulnerable soon. Have to dodge this one. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna use this. I might save state my way through this. We'll see. Pride is compelling me to try beating it legitimately and to only use the save state to conserve lives.
I don't care. I cheated my way through Terminator: The Redemption.
Yeah, but
Save
that's a
states
game
the
that
only
you
invincibility
have to cheat. That's a game you about have to cheat your way through.
Like I think the way I made it through the driving sections, because like in the driving sections, if you miss one shortcut, you're fucked. I save stated at like once I memorized where the shortcuts were, I save stated after I took every shortcut.
I've been on this ice so
That's
long,
another
so I
game I
noticed
want to
all the
see a
weird little
review
things
out
going
of.
on. Well, I've got like 2 copies of it, I think.
You're gonna if you're gonna play it legitimately, you're gonna have a real right nasty time.
Yeah, well, I've got it on GameCube, so yeah, it would be
You're gonna have a right nasty time. Like
okay.
it's graphically impressive, and I had occasional hints of fun during like the shooting section, like where you're on foot and you're just shooting. I had fun with those sections, but anything that's not that, and the game is actually not that much shooting. It's a lot of like on rails or vehicle section, and they are hot garbage. There's actually one section where you're like flying down this like tube as like the temperature is heating up, and you have to like make it to the center before the temperature gets too hot. That is undoubtedly the worst section of the entire game. I wanted to punch my computer screen so hard during that.
Like, the thing with Terminator 3 The Redemption that baffled me is that for a long time, there were a lot of people calling it the best Terminator game.
No. No.
Like, it's like, even when you factor in that most other Terminator games sucked ass, so they were just taking whatever they could get that was remotely looking good, did everyone forget about the Sega CD game? Oh, wait, they probably did.
They probably did. It
Or
was the
better-
Sega CD.
Well, and nowadays the best Terminator game bought by a country mile is Terminator Resistance.
Like, I noticed after Resistance came out, that's when I started, like, I swear to God, before Resistance came out, aside from my own review of The Redemption, all other reviews of The Redemption on YouTube were positive.
Yeah, no.
And,
they're wrong. That's just that game is just poorly designed.
Well-
It's just pure bad game design.
It's probably because there's a school of people online who think that being hard is not a legitimate critique of a game, even if it's abusively hard over bullshit reasons.
Like, I remember one of the reviews put it like this, like, they only briefly touched on the difficulty. Like, yeah, it's hard, but it's the kind of hard where you can tell it's your fault. And it's like, how the fuck did you come to that conclusion?
Yeah. To me, here's the thing. If you if you design driving sections and the only way to win those sections are made entirely up of shortcuts, and if you miss the shortcut, and if you miss even one shortcut, and that screws your entire run of the level, yeah, I'm sorry, that's just bad game design.
Like, there's a difference between hard that's bullshit and hard where you can tell you're failing because you're making a mistake, or like, you can tell what you're supposed to do. and you're just making errors. Like Zoda's Revenge is a game I point to where it's hard, but you can tell like okay, if I just do this one thing, I'll do better. And yeah, playing as Scooby again, it is night and day difference between their platforming. Like Scooby controls so much better than Shaggy. It's like freaking Nightmare Creatures where you can tell the dude is programmed correctly and the female is not. And it's and there you picked one and kept them for the entire game. Here it makes you keep switching.
Another example I like to think about when like talking about like bullshit difficulty is Dark Souls 1. Is one boss from Dark Souls 1 is like Dark Souls generally it's the kind of difficulty where if you fuck up it's generally your fault. But like there is one boss in that game though that is just bullshit levels of difficult, and it's the Bed of Chaos. That is just one of the worst.
Yeah, that is regarded as one of the worst bosses in the series.
Well, because like it's purely runs on RNG in terms of like where you run and the floor falls away. Fucking hate that.
But yeah, so on the after Terminator Resistance came out, that's when I began to notice more negative reviews over the Redemption.
Well, maybe it might be a situation like Batman Vengeance, where reviews for Batman Vengeance were pretty unanimously glowing, I think, until Arkham Asylum came out, and then everyone was like, oh, that's what a good Batman game looks like?
Was Batman Vengeance the one where you could even knock, where to disable opponents, you had to knock them down, then bat-cuff them?
That was, that was also in Batman Dark Tomorrow, but yes. Batman Vengeance is the one that's based on Batman the Animated Series Season 4.
Okay, what's the Batman game where it's Joker, is the final boss of the first section of the game, and he's like singing that really hilarious song.
Vengeance.
Yeah, that's Vengeance. Where he's like the whole premise of Vengeance is meant to be that like. What it sells on the back of the box is that the Joker supposedly dies and then all the other villains basically start trying to take his place. That's not what happens at all. It's basically just some kind of plot lines barely connected by a central thread of like the villains using this new chemical called promethium, and then it turns out the Joker's behind it at the end. And I went slowly through this level because I wanted to try and stock up on some extra lives, because this is much easier than the Arctic level was.
Oh, in Arkham Origins? Oh, this kind of sounds like when Arkham Origins thought a clever twist was saying Joker was Black Mask the whole time.
Yeah. And, like, you can tell they got insecure about Arkham Origins and just busted the spoiler that the Joker shows up in like one of the big reveals.
Dinosaurs.
Like long before the movie came out. I mean, I said movie long before the game came out.
It's funny that the VR game Arkham Shadow kind of reaffirms that Origins is part of the canon, because my understanding is that Arkham Shadow is a follow-up to Origins.
Well, it's got the same voice actor for one.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm picking up signs of danger in that marshy water, Scooby. Sorry, pal. No
the game has to tell you, by the way, don't fall in the water because you'll die.
Like, Roger Craig Smith does a really damn good job as Batman.
He does, yeah. And
he is very
doing his own take instead of trying to copy Kevin Conroy. Like, you can almost tell the guy in Batman Dark Tomorrow was trying to impersonate Kevin Conroy.
I still think the best cutscene from Arkham Origins is when I think it's like Batman's getting ready to like go out for the climax, and Bruce is like trying to talk, not Bruce,
Alfred.
Alfred's trying to talk him down, and he's like, "No, you're you're a young man with a trust fund and too much anger. I will not allow you in good conscience." Oh no, it's like, "I will not allow you to go out in good conscience. You're a young man with a trust fund and too much anger."
Crap. Okay, so now the deaths are coming again.
Oh, get ready for the end of this level, by the way.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. Do you gotta run from a volcano like in the movie?
That's not gonna be in this one if it is.
No, the boss battle's inside the volcano, but it's not the ending of this level. No.
Okay, yeah, the depth perception is messing with me.
I wonder why this level doesn't look like it's having to render as much in real
Well,
time.
you say that as you say that, I saw the screen, whole screen like flash blue from difficulty rendering. This looks like the dinosaur you ride around in the one of the levels in Mario 64. Oh, you sack of shit!
What?
The plesiosaur. I sat on the plesiosaur's back waiting for the platform, and it reared its neck back and killed and smacked me off. I'm so glad that my pain and suffering is amusing to you, although I say that that's basically the premise of my YouTube channel.
Yep, especially when you play games like Dollhouse. I'm still disappointed Dollhouse didn't win any of the polls.
Like, I'm surprised too. I thought that was more infamous among my channel.
I'm just glad this... No, the game I'm sad didn't win was Hellboy Asylum Seeker.
Shit!
Is that bad?
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. Worse than anything that's won here.
That plesiosaur is getting on my last nerve.
Say again, Miles, sorry.
Does it have Ron Perlman as the voicing Hellboy?
No. I think does it predate the Hellboy movies? I almost feel like
technically it does. However, Asylum Seeker was originally a PC game called Hellboy Dogs of the Night, which was in 2000, I think it released. Then they made a really shitty PS1 port that didn't see the light of day until 2004. A PS1 game released the same year as like Halo 2, Half-Life 2, GTA San Andreas, MGS3, because they wanted a cheap way to cash in on the Ron Perlman movie.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but like, when you're going up against, what'd you say, Halo 2, MGS3, GTA San Andreas, and what else was it going up against?
Half-Life 2.
Yeah, so like, yeah, you were fucked.
Now, if you went up against Hunt Down, what the hell? I landed on dirt, and the dirt killed me by like sliding off.
I don't like dirt. It's
That
coarse,
stupid
it's rough,
scurrying animation I saw on Scooby.
So does Scooby hate dirt like Anakin hates sand?
He will after this game. Okay, that time I landed on the dirt and it didn't do anything. So, like, what the hell? Okay, so this level, without, I would play it legitimately if I was doing it for a review, but, like, yeah, this level is basically just a bunch of jumping on very tiny platforms.
It gets worse.
Oh, yeah.
It gets worse.
Oh, poop.
Just like Enter the Matrix gets worse.
Okay, so now I have to start the round. Okay, yeah, this would be, if we did the volcano crap, this is the world where it would be. Oh, hi, T-Rex! Wait,
Those dinosaurs look a little too big for your pie attack, Scooby.
So here's some hypocrisy. They say these dinosaurs are too big for your pie. The boss of this level is a big T-Rex, even bigger than these ones, and that one dies to pie.
So, Daphne is full of shit because she said sneak around them so they don't notice you're there. They attack regardless, so you might as well run like boss.
Yep. Hello, Tyrannosaurus Alan! I know that because the toy's gone wild.
Oh god, Tyrannosaurus Alan. Is that a reference to... Oh, poop. Is that a reference to Jurassic Park 3 with the Velociraptor that goes, Alan?
No, it's not.
God.
It's a commercial.
Is...
Oh, this is the bullshit part.
Oh no!
I got converted on another one.
You might want to save your way through
It seems
this.
as if seismic activity has done damage to
Yeah.
that bridge. Be careful, Scooby. Some of
Yep.
the planks may be
I was
Okay.
gonna say you might want to save it.
Solar plank may be
You
loose.
take the high road and I'll take the low road.
Well, at least I can tell which planks are loose. It's just a matter of jumping onto them, hitting them in the...
The low road.
Shoot. Shoot. Poopy shoot! Okay, face through the rope on that one. Well, how did I fall between? That gap is physically too small for a Great Dane to even fit between.
What is wrong with you?
Okay. I think I can double jump past that. Crap basket.
Son of a beach.
Okay.
Son of a beach.
Oh, good. There's another one.
Again, you should have saved last time, right when you were at the end of the bridge.
Oh, great. There's another one. Fantastic. At least this one, the planks aren't like 1 pixel wide.
Yeah, 1 pixel wide. You just gotta get good, man.
Okay, that one was my fault.
Isn't that what they say? Get good.
I think that only applies to Dark Souls. Just walk straight off the ledge on that one. Balls!
Is Scooby suicidal?
I don't know. After the Velma show, maybe.
Oh god, oh.
Like,
I will never ever check that out for curiosity reasons, because like, that will just boil my blood, because I love Scooby-Doo to death, and everything I've seen about that show just makes it seem like it was designed by someone who wanted to insult Scooby-Doo.
it sounds like it was a vanity project by Mindy Kaling, who just wanted something to do like an author insertion story, a self-insert story, and picked Scooby-Doo because she thought no one cared about it. But like,
And then don't they actually, I think I've heard in the show they turned the Hex Girls into like drug addicts, and I'm like,
Well, at least that's what Thorn looks like. Like, she looks emancipated as hell. Like, she isn't. Like, I don't know if she is, but she looks like old, frail, like she smokes up 2 cartons of cigarettes a day.
How dare they disrespect her?
I will say something that, like, the one thing that everyone agrees is good about the show is what happens, like, in the second to last episode of season 2. You know what happens?
Velma gets killed by Scrappy.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Velma was so bad, it redeemed Scrappy Doo in people's eyes.
Yes, that is the one good thing that Velma is known for. It's Scrappy Doo's redemption by murdering Velma. And there was supposed to be a season 3 and like a Halloween special with like Velma as a ghost, like with the gang. The both got scrapped.
Well, the Halloween special happened, but the season 3 got scrapped.
Oh, look, it's a boss that plays exactly the freaking same as all the other bosses prior to this point.
The T-Rex will die because of it.
No, the T-Rex is going to die because he's purple, just like the purple T-Rex, like Barney the dinosaur. Was this?
Oh God!
Yes.
Barney.
I always compare
Barney.
this. I always compare this T-Rex to freaking Barney. I will say, when I was a young kid, I actually did have nightmares with the way the T-Rex comes out of that cave.
Man,
Although Megatron in Beast Wars also turns into a purple T-Rex, so...
Man, Barney looks terrible on bath salts.
Okay, so should I warn you about the last phase of this? Because it's gonna cheap shot you again.
I was kind of expecting it now that the, honestly, I was expecting a cheap shot with the snow level. I'm kind of expecting it now that it's happened with the grease level. So I want it to be a surprise so we can catch my reaction, because I was expecting one anyway.
Okay.
Oh, you mean like when you wanted to catch my reaction to how bullshit the first Janker expansion was?
Yes, exactly. Okay, so now he stuns you before he runs, so that's not bad.
Yeah, that's it. That's his cheap shot.
Okay, I've seen that in bosses before. I can do that. I just have to keep.
Well, the reason it's a cheap shot is because you kind of have to time the double jump to dodge it.
Yeah, you do. Crap basket! I missed that one.
What reaction did you find the most funny when we reached the end of the Skull and Bones campaign, or the Janker reaction?
Probably Janker, because you were more speechless about that.
Scooby, that wasn't so hard.
Like Janker, you were completely speechless. and then Skull and Bones reaching the end of the campaign, you just like bust out uncontrollable laughter. I thought the janker like stunned silence was funnier.
Although the stunned silence I'm still most proud of is when I played it up during the Snyder Cut review.
Mm-hmm.
Miles.exe has stopped working.
Yeah,
That was one of the comments I remember.
like that. The comments during the live stream or during the premiere of the Snyder Cut review were golden. Like I remember my big takeaway. Oh, the big city. I feel like is this the final level, the big city?
No. You're confused because this is the final level in the movie. They split the city level. They split the final level of the movie into two.
Okay, Shaggy, time for a little
Because
jump
the
on
final
that
level of the
skateboard to
movie,
get
they
through this
start in a
next area.
city and then they go to an amusement park on a boardwalk. Well, the city is its own level here, and then you go to the amusement park. That's the final level here.
Well, the skateboarding seems a little more tolerable than the sledding was. It gave me an extra life. That seems nice. Okay, my double jump has been disabled, but Shaggy jump. Shit! Okay, now I'm getting Pepsi Man flashbacks. Shit.
Well, it's about time for me to leave. So, Mental Gen, I hope the rest of the stream goes well, and I hope the donations are coming in strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope, have a good weekend. Yeah, have a good visit with your folks, Miles.
Will do.
Ow, 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 ow.
Bye-bye.
Okay, yeah, this is like Pepsi Man, where you get sent back if you... Okay.
Okay.
Okay, got an extra life?
Wow! You nearly died there.
I did, yes. I wonder if I can break in this, because you had breaks in the sledding level, it just didn't tell you how. Okay, got the checkpoint, I'm good. At least in this one you can hug the sides and avoid dying on those pits. But I got an extra life and then died from it, so yay. The problem with this is if you hit an obstacle, like, it completely flings your steering in the opposite direction. So then you have to correct from it. I hope they're Shit! I really hope they're just repeating level geometry, because it feels like I got sent back to the start. Even though I've hit 2 checkpoints. Because I know I've seen these chunks of level before. And the Scooby snacks look like level. Did I get sent back to start even though I've hit 2 checkpoints? Because the Scooby snacks are spread out enough that I think I did. Okay, no I didn't, because now there's barrels.
Those trash cans look pretty dangerous, Shaggy.
No problem, Freddy. I'm on it.
Got a checkpoint. So someone's playing Conky Dong with me, I take it.
Thank God it's not Monkey Kong.
Yes. Like, Monkey Kong is like a meme in our little group now, just because, like, you played it and it drove you nuts, and you had to said Miles had to play it and it drove him nuts.
Yeah.
Well, for those of you who don't know, and I'm almost certain that you don't, Monkey Kong is the name of this stupid little, like, shovelware PlayStation 4 or 5 game. It's a side-scroller that feels like it was made for mobile devices. It's literally just you run along collecting bananas as a monkey with a grievously misshapen head, and you have to try and grab a bunch of bananas, smash through obstacles, and avoid dying. And it's like, it's a simple, stupid little game, but it's just jank enough that it drives you nuts. But it still, like, compels you to try and get farther because it looks like it should be simpler than it is. No breakdancing here, Fudgewit.
I just heard Shaggy's fucking crusty crunching of a burger.
Yeah. Oh, okay, this is a dead end. Can't tell if that guy's breakdancing or out of control on, like, some Vaseline.
Oh, have you encountered the skateboarding enemies yet?
Oh yeah, I just ran past them.
I just love how bored their voice acting is, especially from the kids. Get out of my way.
I didn't hear that, actually.
Oh.
Ah, and there's the final Scooby snack. I love how the communicator kicks in every single time to tell you, hey, you got to the end of the stage. Thank you. I noticed.
Fun fact, that communicator one you skip, that's the only time Scooby ever gets on the communicator.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I'll get to the final boss, but I've got only got 2.5 levels, worlds left.
Okay. You need to get to the final boss at some point. I'm gonna make you freaking do it somehow.
Well, I'm going to... Honestly, this would be kind of front in line of the games I reviewed to get an episode, or the games I've live streamed to get an episode, just because it's short and easy to talk about, but still has plenty of material.
Shaggy, you've got a little further to...
Nice. Like, I would freaking watch a review of that just to see the freaking final boss reaction, especially since you're not going to be using save states.
Try not to, anyway. Okay, so the cameras kill you. Got it.
You don't want to be detected.
Metal Gear Shaggy.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that is meant to be the security guard from the movie.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it looks a lot like him.
Yeah.
Those red rays are triggers, Shaggy. If you...
So,
It's limbo time!
oh, right. Oh, I bet this is the one time where the crouch comes in handy. Where the crossing.
Oh yeah, that friend of mine who did the long play of this game, he just called the security guard Paul Blart.
Don't insult the security guard by calling him Paul Blart, by comparing him to Paul Blart. Okay, I totally phased through those Scooby snacks, so that's good to know. Why does the game feel the need to have the game call you for every single new obstacle that you face? Ah, I was right next to the checkpoint in Extra Life. Okay. Running away then.
Well. So, hold up. What was the other game you were playing besides Left 4 Dead and Armored Core?
Mortal Kombat Special Forces.
Oh, Mortal Kombat Special Forces,
like,
right.
I know that game has a reputation for being the other worst Mortal Kombat game. I don't know if it has if its reputation is on par or below MK Mythologies, but I know nothing about it. I just know it has a reputation.
From what I played Special Forces on emulator briefly. From what I remember, no, it's not as bad as MK Mythologies.
Well, MK
at least
Mythologies
in terms of difficulty.
Like, MK Mythologies was halfway tolerable, or at least workable on the easy mode, up until it cut off early to spite you.
Yeah.
What the hell kind of office building is this? Because Velma said we were in an office building, and why is there conveyor belts that lead to nowhere? Although there are Scooby Snacks all over the conveyor belt, this must be like the Scooby Snacks production company or something. We dropped by to check out their operation, and to get some samples that are totally goats legit.
And you find out how non-OSHA compliant they are.
Yes. Like, why do the security cameras kill people? Yeah. I almost called the security guard Paul Blart, and I stopped myself because, like, no, do not need to call attention to that movie. Oh, Paul.
I mean, the first one is a guilty pleasure of mine. The second one's garbage.
I have heard, like, the first one is, like, at least tolerable. It has some bits that are kind of fun because it's ripping on Die Hard. Okay, so
yeah.
So the fence actively hurts you instead of just, like, pushing you a little bit like a fence with, like, actual physics. Like yesterday, I played after I was done with the stream and my failed attempt to swim, and before I watched The Crow, damn it! Why won't the pies hit him? Okay, time to run away. I played a Steam game called Survival Driver 2. It's basically the perfect kind of game to make a really quick Dark Side of Steam episode on, because like I'm going on vacation in June for 2 weeks, and I kind of want some. I just had an idea to try and make some, quick episodes of Dark Side of Steam to upload while I'm on vacation. So that'll be a quick and easy one to get in the can for that.
Get out of here.
Like,
I like how the security guard's voice even sounds like the one from the movie.
yeah. Well, I think he has like the same character model, although
Yeah.
Okay, so crawl under that. That's good.
That's another inaccuracy from the movie, because he wasn't zapped into the game or anything.
Oh, he was. In fact, he was one of the suspects that they tried. One of the red herring suspects that they totally tried to make us think was him. Right before the virus just did non-stop clues of who he was.
Yeah.
Like, nice try, Scooby Snack Factory, but your security systems are no match for Shaggy and for Norville Shaggy Rogers. Oh, there's like data centers and stuff off to the sides.
Those look like skyscrapers.
That could be
Because you're looking out windows.
They could be skyscrapers instead of data servers, yeah.
The way you were saying that, the way you were doing that whole speech about Shaggy and everything, that just reminded me of U-Star 2. The giant phantom crystal, because this game is short and a heart.
Yeah, I did get the camera to get You're in the Movies to work. I'm curious how like similar it is to U-Star 2, or if there's even any overlap in the movies they do.
Yeah.
Because I thought about trying to live stream that just for people's reactions, but it didn't win the poll, and also I was kind of wondering if I'd be able to do it. Oh wow, they dug up the Funland robot. He wasn't even one of the villains they dug up in the movie.
Yeah, they took up a bunch of classic villains from the movie. This was not one of them.
Be careful, Shaggy. The conveyor belt will change.
Man, I sure do hate to waste a good pie. But here goes.
I remember there was a negative review I watched of this game, and the one part he kind of liked was this boss. I don't know why, but...
Okay, so I missed him that time when I shot a pie at him. It bounced off. Poopy suit.
No, it was not Cadicris. It was somebody else, I think.
Okay.
I do know that Cat Icarus had a field day with how one of Shaggy's victory quotes is, "I'm Super Shag!"
Oh, so that time I threw the pie before he was actually vulnerable, but it still counted as a hit, whereas the first time I tried hitting him, it bounced off.
Yeah, the timing just kind of crap on
Okay, I
it.
got him that time. I will say at least this boss is different and seems fairly easy.
Yeah.
Okay, I got him. Yep, he did. And now I anticipate the game dickishly dropping bombs on the whole field. Oh, there you said Super Shag.
Yeah, Cat Icarus had a fucking field day with that.
Well, especially after Ultra Instinct Shaggy became a thing.
Yeah, somebody in the chat is correct. Frickin' Shag is basically what the Brits used as a euphemism for fucking.
Yes. That's why the Austin Powers sequel is called The Spy Who Shagged Me. In my opinion, the only good movie in that trilogy. Alright, so this is Egypt. Someone said that the Egypt boss was actually kind of hard.
Okay, Scooby. It looks like you're inside an Egyptian pyramid. Keep an eye out for the phantom virus.
Alright.
Okay, Wilma.
Let's do this!
Hoping you can at least get through Egypt before this ends.
Oh, we got a half hour before like Mello's guideline for when the stream should end. I don't know if he'll actually enforce it or not, but I should at least get through Egypt by then.
So that would leave the amusement park for a potential video.
Oh, the last, I thought there was another level and then the amusement park unlocked. Is the amusement park a level you can just go to anytime?
No, you have to unlock it by beating Egypt.
Oh, okay,
first.
so it's on the menu, but you can't select it.
Yeah.
Okay. Poopy soup. Alright, so more precision platforming where I need to pay attention to Scooby's shadow. I sat on the bird. That seems difficult enough that it should get some kind of acknowledgement or reward. Dude, I just remembered, like, the villain in The Crow Salvation turns out to be, like, really into taxidermy. And, like, the opening credits of that movie show, like, him, I think, taxidermying a crow. It just shows the same one shot of a crow, like, on a table, like, cut open and bleeding out. It shows the exact same shot, like, 5 times for the like, opening credits.
Frickin' people are going on asking if the entire Scooby gang is just a bunch of stoners because they can hear Scooby talk. Nah, I was just thinking of the thing that Fred and Daphne are probably doing right now instead of looking for a trap.
There was a cyber sex scene in The Lawnmower Man. Like, what Schnick's alluding to is, it was apparently a fan theory, and probably still is, in the, the reason why Fred and Daphne always left God damn it! The reason why Fred and Daphne always split off on their own when the gang split up is because they were off having sex somewhere.
Yeah, and eventually I think some of the writers of the show came forward and dispelled the rumors. They said the actual reason. We don't think Fred and Daphne are interesting characters, so we were always looking for reasons to get rid of them.
The fucking is more amusing to think about, though.
Especially when that friend of mine reached this game's ending, and I brought up the frickin' Fred and Daphne fucking just to piss him off, because there's something about the ending that gives off an all-for-nothing kind of feeling. I don't want to spoil it.
Alright.
Yeah?
Poopy! Alright. Poopy shoot! Okay, so I would have gotten the game over by now. Tricky to gauge the jumps on these pillars. Shit! I thought that was right, like, I thought that pillar there was right next to the one I was jumping from. Shoot!
Why, you fools?
Just crap! I got to the last one and then walked by. Shit! Poopy shoot! So yes, if anyone would like to donate to the mental health charity that we're doing this for, that would be a splendid time.
Do it for his mental health, because he kind of needs it. Yeah. I hope I didn't cross the line there.
Oh, but... not at all. I mean, I was very open about it in the Smile 2 episode. I've actually got one of the reasons where that my folks are hosting both sides of the family's Thanksgiving this year is because someone on my dad's side of the family is having pretty severe mental health problems. So, and it's usually at their at their relative's house. Oh, I got the extra life without dying for it. Okay, that was my fault. I should have remembered that the that one slider moves and then the other one does. I'm doing pretty well now, which makes me suspicious. I've got enough ties to splurge some on these enemies. Oh good, I thought I was worried that the base was going to block the shot there. Alright. okay number of lives at the moment. I've got 5. Okay, it looks like most of these they start dropping pies instead of health or extra lives, which is what I need. Oh, I can already tell I'm gonna die a lot on this part. Almost walked off the edge, didn't even die. Oh wow. And as soon as I said, oh wow, is when my luck ran out. I'll eat that one because I need to stop relying on save states.
It was distracting to me when I found out that, Scooby's death sounds in this game were actually recycled in Night of 100 Frights.
Oh sure, I get health after I don't need it because I died. Tried to do the ground pound on that bird and it didn't work. Oh, balls!
Wow, this puzzle looks sort of complicated. Just jump on the squares when they're green.
Okay, so
problem,
Daphne
Daphne.
calls in to tell you there's a puzzle that looks complicated and then immediately explains how the puzzle works. Just jump on the green shit. That wasn't so hard. Something tells me I want to actually take my time and kill these things. Man, Indiana Jones would look at the traps in this pyramid and go, wussies. Okay, I'm running low on pies. I'm gonna have to let some enemies slide soon. I am close to an extra life on Scooby. Snacks, dude! Oh, good. The ending. Whew. Okay, the thriller dance kind of looks okay there because it looks like he's imitating a mummy. Oh yeah, so someone in the chat said they didn't know pyramids had disco floors. Apparently they do.
Oh my god. Somebody's talking about the PS1 Mummy game. That game is bullshit difficulty too.
I'm almost certain. I am pretty certain that you have it on here.
Yeah, I know, I put it on there. I used to have a physical copy, and then, just like Rambo the video game, I sold it because I knew I didn't want to frickin'
Sorry,
own it. And
Scooby,
thankfully
is
it
that
happened to
you?
be kind of valuable. It was like $30 I sold it for.
Oh, nice. But yeah, that's why I was pretty sure that Evil Dead Hail to the King was on here, because I knew, like, if it's infamously, like, terrible, it's probably on here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I put some good games on
put
there.
you put a ton of great stuff on here.
Yeah.
I started playing Pac World. That was a lot of fun. I just wish I didn't
Pac-Man World.
Yeah, Pac-Man World. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think Pac World is like the hand-drawn looking stage from Smash Brothers. That's probably based on the arcade game. But yeah, there's plenty of great stuff on here too. One thing I'm curious about is I didn't know that there was an Atlantis: The Lost Empire game on PlayStation 1. I'm curious.
That one, I think that one's actually supposed to be good.
Like, a fan of mine linked me to a review he did of the Emperor's New Groove tie-in game, and that one looks pretty fine too, and that's on here.
Yeah, I like the Emperor's New Groove game myself.
Yeah, and I love that movie. Like, I don't care what people say, I've always loved that movie.
Like, what I will say, one of the best things about the game is that it keeps the movie's sense of humor, including a lot of fourth wall breaks.
I do remember that from the guy's review, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost done, Scoob.
Jesus,
I'm
right.
hungry.
The
Let's
game
go.
stopped me to tell you, by the way, you're getting close to the end of the level. Gee, thanks. Poopy shoot! Well, I didn't quick save there, so I'll eat the life lost. I'm getting worried because I'm gonna get to the final. At this rate, I'm gonna get to the final boss without a lot of lives left.
I mean, you could always go back and farm them.
Oh
if
yeah,
you really need to.
Well, especially because it looks like the first level of each stage is very generous with the lives.
Yeah.
Why is there a thing that Scooby Snacks just leading off into a bottomless pit? Like it wants you to get yourself carked. I walked off the edge. There is still a slight delay to the jumping. That one was on me. I got reckless. Which, one thing I forgot to mention, this game is compatible with analog controllers because I switched it on as soon as the game started. The Crow City of Angels does not use the control stick. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, because it was made before analog controllers existed.
Yeah. Like I've added some games to the PlayStation Classic, just from downloads, like that Gamera 2000 game. That's actually a shitload of fun. But it seems like none of the games I've added have like. I guess I'm getting them from incorrect sources because none of them are like compatible with analog controllers.
Well, just because they were released after analog controllers were made doesn't mean the developer will put them in.
Oh yeah.
Like, there are plenty of games, like, especially 2D ones, but, like, also a few others that don't use the analog sticks.
And then there are games like, Re-Res reviewed the game Reboot, which is apparently really freaking terrible. It sounds like that game, it supports analog controllers, but it doesn't actually use the stick for anything but duplicating the D-pad inputs.
Yeah, that's another thing to keep in mind. There's quite a few games where they have the analog control, but it's literally just emulating the D-pad.
I got greedy and went for that item and died.
Spectre's here.
Oh, cool. There we go. Oh, great.
But yeah, like, the general rule of thumb is that all PS1 games released before 1997 do not have analog control. And then even then, the ones released in 1997 maybe have a limited amount of analog control, because that's when they put out the dual analog, which was very short-lived. And then 1998 is when they put out the famous DualShock.
Okay.
So...
Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely starting to notice this game just recycling rooms to drag itself out. Also, thanks for keeping an eye on the chat for me, because again, my attention is very much focused on the game.
Well, as it should be.
I was kind of bummed yesterday when we didn't have a whole lot of viewers on the live stream, but this, I think it was just so early in the morning. Like, not everyone's up and about by then.
Yeah, I didn't notice the low viewers until afterward because because if it wasn't obvious, I was at work when I hopped on.
I kind of figured when you mentioned that. Oh, I got an extra life. Hopefully, there's an extra life in the other base off to the side.
But yeah, like, I had downtime because none of the students for the class had showed up yet, because I was at my theater gig.
Okay.
But every Saturday this month, I've had to sit in. Basically, all I had to do was go to the theater, open everything up, make sure they had what they needed. It was like a directing class, like, it's like theater, like high schoolers doing theater.
Oh, nice.
Like, other than that, like, once they showed up, the theater's director of education and the teacher doing the class, they handled everything from there. It was just me sitting around.
Okay, cool. Okay, that vulture is getting on my last nerve. I need to kill him or I'm never going to get through here. Got up! Son of a bitch! I hit the vulture and he knocked me into the pit as I killed him. I was so mad I then immediately jumped into another pit to punish Scooby for his failure. Get over here, you little piece of shit! Aw, damn it! This vulture is getting on my last nerve. Okay, I am starting to see another reason why this probably has negative reviews. Cut the little fucker! Because if you die, and there's a very good chance you do, you have a lot of ground to go back over because these levels are longer than Crash Bandicoot.
I mean, Crash Bandicoot can be pretty tough, too.
I played partially through the first one. I don't have a ton of experience with Crash Bandicoot. I have the Insane trilogy, but I only played like a good chunk of the first one. I haven't played a whole lot of it, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's good, I just haven't had time to get back to it. Like, that's part of the reason why I scheduled Armored Core 6 for the last stream I'm doing, just because there are good games that I like playing that I just haven't had time for, and that's one of them. And also, I didn't intentionally set out to do this, but it eventually just struck me that the mech's body was perfect for it. My mech in Armored Core 6 does look like Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I only got 9 out of 254 Scooby snacks that time. And
Oh, you get to fight the boss.
Yep, and I just dropped all the craps I don't give that I missed some of the Scooby snacks.
Just so you know, I'm pretty sure the boss is gonna take up the remaining 20 minutes here because, yeah, the boss they do is interesting.
You got through the pyramid, but you won't get past me.
Ruh-roh! Phantom virus!
Yeah, someone said the virus.
That's right, Scooby. You found the
Use the
phantom
pies to knock
virus.
the mummies
and you
off the
can't
sides,
let
but
him
don't
get
fall off
away.
yourself
But
when the
don't
shield
worry,
comes
it
down.
shouldn't
Throw a
be too
pie at the
hard.
phantom virus.
Use-
Okay.
As we were you to say, help!
Okay. Quick save here. Oh, those mummies. Okay. Oh, okay. So this one actually does give you ammo, so that's nice. Oh, you have to keep. They don't die to one hit like the last ones did. You have to knock them over the side.
They pad this out to Kingdom Come, I'm just warning you.
Okay. What? Yeah, like, this is the point where I would start wondering if the game was broken because they keep dropping enemies, or, like, I would start wondering, like, am I supposed to kill them both at once, or what the deal is?
I know how it works, I'll just let you figure it out.
Well, yeah, I think it's a set number of enemies you have to kill. It's just, I would be wondering at this point if you had to kill them all at once. Oh, you can chain them together where one will bump into the next one if you get them lined up properly. Oh, they even knocked themselves around. That's cool. Okay, so I got one for free there. Okay, line yourselves up while I wait for more pie to spawn. Okay, I've got one close to the edge. You shouldn't take too many shots. Crap. Come on. Get off. Get off the... Go, get overboard, you mangy shits. Okay, can't take too many more hits, though, is the problem.
Somebody's asking if we're good at arm wrestling.
I am not. Like, you need upper body strength to be good at arm wrestling. Okay,
And
so
somebody was also mentioning how the original Crash Bandicoot save system was not good, which it wasn't.
yeah, I'm gonna wait for more pie because I know I'm gonna have a limited amount of time to smack the virus once I get this. Once I knock this zombie overboard. Eat pie! I'll go ahead and drop a quick save here, just because I don't want to have to redo this crap again.
No, to save in Crash 1, you had to complete the bonus levels.
Oh yeah.
My understanding is that when you got the gems, it would only save that you got the gem, not that you completed the level.
Okay. For some reason, my brain farted and I thought I had to, that circle was the throw button. Okay, I'm getting kind of drowned in enemies now, so I'm gonna quick load here just to... On one of you fudgers die. Okay, one fell off, and he's gonna respawn. Oh no, he didn't respawn. I guess the game finally decided that it had been dickish enough at me. Ooh, I got 2 for the price of 1.
Surprise, bitches!
Lick my shit, Phantom Virus. Oh balls! Well, his last-ditch attack did not kill me. Yes, suck it!
Excellent. Oh, you have 15 minutes left. Oh my
I
god.
do, yes.
Grab that box of Scooby snacks and let's go get some food.
I'm almost tempted to just say, come on, you're almost there, but you do what you gotta do.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Cause this is Thriller Night. Alright, up to the last level of Scooby-Doo in the Cyber Chase, because holy balls, this game is short. The Crow City of Angels is shorter, but it's also much harder so that you to drag itself out. Alright. The amusement park of Doom! Which, that's a thing I remember from the Shrek GameCube game.
You're in an
It's,
old amusement.
it lists the final level, like, the final level is Merlin's fortress, but the game, the instruction booklet lists the final level as, and this is the exact and full name, Merlin's Dark Tower Fortress of Pure Evil, mwahaha.
Yes, it does. It lists it exactly like that.
Okay, stocking up on some ammo just because I have a feeling I'm going to need it.
Your precious armory, gratefully accepted. We will need it.
It turns out you don't need the Joker to get a clown that's not funny.
What are you talking about? The Joker is funny, at least the Mark Hamill version.
I was gonna make a comparison to the Crow with, hey, clown face, but the Crow in Salvation was actually funny. He wasn't intimidating, but he was funny.
Probably not on purpose.
No, he was trying to be.
Oh, okay.
Although the part that wasn't trying to be funny about him, but is in that movie he actually can transform into a crow.
Okay.
Like, where was that power during the other movies and also the video game? Wow, I'm feeling some weird, like, Mode 7 effects with these moving trio limbs for some reason.
Isn't Mode 7 a Super Nintendo thing?
It is, but it looks really funky when it happens. Is why I just, even though I know it was wrong, but it came to mind. The game I don't know if the game restocks my lives because I'm up to 5 now.
So somebody in the chat noted that the Magic Mirror calls Merlin's Dark Tower Fortress of Pure Evil that name in the Xbox cutscene. He doesn't add mwahaha to it though.
Yeah, because in the instruction booklet, mwahaha is actually part of the title. I missed the extra life. I'm not going back for it. Gotta say, so far this isn't exactly giving off final level vibes. It's giving off exactly the damn same as every level we went through to get here vibes.
Which is what makes the final boss more jarring.
Yeah. Also, I am very bummed you can't smash open the trash cans to get, like, half-eaten burgers and chili dogs and whatnot. Wait, what?
Hey,
Thank you, Fred, for interrupting me to tell me to go inside the haunted house that I was going to go inside of anyway, you tool bag. Oh crap, I thought there would be something to run on there. I was too busy. I blame Fred. I was too busy yelling at Fred.
Fred, go back to fucking Daphne. Come on. I know at least one review out there frickin' has Fred come on the intercom and they voice act Fred frickin' in the middle of it.
Okay, I'm gonna quick save here because I have no idea what I'm doing through here. I think it's the platforms on the sides. Nope, I was very wrong. Maybe the platform on itself.
It's literally it's literally
an elevator.
Yeah.
That occurred to me after the second death. It's like I'm making this way too complicated. Yeah, I don't care who's on the radio.
Somebody is asking if your modded PlayStation Classic has the SpongeBob game. I don't think I put it on there.
I could check. I'm not a SpongeBob fan. I've never watched the show except for like it being on in the background at like a friend's house one time. So like I didn't exactly go checking for it.
The only thing notable about the SpongeBob game is that it uses the health system from Sonic. So... And that's also notable for being one of the few games in history to have its entire development history leaked. Because a disgruntled former employee leaked all the frickin' source code, the dev builds, everything. Which also revealed that hidden within the files of the disc are literal porn images of SpongeBob characters.
Oh no! Please tell me. Give me some hamburgers, you cheap shit. There we go. Again, being a little more slow into actually opening boxes here because I need health and I wouldn't mind extra lives, and now I need pie too. Okay, I'm gonna ignore some of these enemies because I need pie. I need to stock up on ammo in case I have to fight more vampires.
So, the thing with Super Sponge on the PS1 is, according to one of the early dev builds, it was supposed to have a health system, but then they switched to the frickin' Sonic Ring mechanic for some reason. Holy shit, you're near the end. You are near the end of the level. Oh my god, you have time to do the next level. Please tell me you can briefly try the final boss.
We'll find out. Got it! Okay. What the hell were they calling to tell me? There was nothing in that final stretch except for, like, lights in the ground. Alright, blah, 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 blah. Get the special bonus. Gonna pop a save real quick, just in case. Doesn't hurt to be too careful. Alright. Like, at this point, I think I will at least try the final boss. It's getting close to time, but screw it. I think I should be alright.
Like, you don't have to beat it. I just want to see your reaction.
Yeah, someone commented in the, I saw briefly in the chat between levels, they didn't think the haunted house was in the movie. There is a haunted house in the movie. It's like, the gang gets split up with their, like, older duplicates, which makes sense in context. The haunted house is where, like, the Daphnes run and they set up a trap floor, to trap one of the monsters. Like, it's briefly in the movie, but it is in the movie.
Alright.
Oh goody, it's a freaking maze. At least I'm stocked up on pie. Watch this have an Easter egg just like The Crow, where if you finish the game in under 2 hours, a Scooby-Doo runs to the screen and turns into Casey Kasem or something.
Well, well, the thought sounds nice, but Casey Kasem was still alive at the time of this. I think
I was just trying to make a reference.
Well, it would have been more appropriate if it turned into a picture of Don Messick, the original Scooby-Doo voice, who was dead by this point.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, I think I told you this before. Of the Mook animation movies, Witch's Ghost is the only one that's not dedicated in someone's memory.
Jesus Christ. That was a sad record.
Yeah, the other three all have a death associated with them, because Zombie Island was dedicated to Don Messick, Alien Invaders was dedicated to Mary Kay Bergman, who was voicing Daphne in the movies up to that point. She, unfortunately, committed suicide.
I have not actually, Alien Invaders is the only one of those four that I have not seen. I remember seeing
It's the one I had the least... Oh, yeah.
I remember seeing commercials for it because they had the line, "Will Scooby and Shaggy finally get enough to eat?"
I don't remember that, but Alien Invaders is the one I have the least experience with, but I have seen it.
Probably the radio.
Matter of fact,
the catapult. I could already figure that out on my own.
But yeah, then Cyber Chase is dedicated to William Hanna, who was one of the Hanna-Barbera founders. Matter of fact, Cyber Chase was the last official production of Hanna-Barbera because they were officially folded into Warner Brothers after William Hanna passed away.
Oh, wow. Alright, so that catapult did not work worth a shit, so I need to quick save before I use it.
What you need to do...
Oh, ground pound into it?
No, you can still double jump off the catapult.
Okay. That was my next guess, but I still want to quick save in case I screw it up, because it seems like something that's finicky and could easily go hideously wrong. Okay. I don't know if I even needed to double jump. I think I could steer myself forward with it. Okay, I just saw the screen flicker black again. As like, that's weird that it keeps happening. Okay, I'm out of pie, so maybe I can ground pound the flowers or... Oh, okay, I got... Crap. As soon as I actually need pie, I quit finding it. Oh, okay, I can just ground pound the flowers and save myself the hassle. Chili flowers, ye are no match for Scooby-Doo's butt! Before this catapult kills me too. Even though it's got a Scooby snap right there. Oh boy! Okay, that was weird. They're like... I don't know what happened there, and I am very keen not to speak of it ever again.
Oh my god.
Close to the end here. Hopefully, this maze crap's getting old. Alright, castle. This could easily go to shit. There's actually a hedge maze at the... Why do these look like overgrown Lego people? Or like Duplo people?
They do, actually.
But like, there actually is a hedge maze at the Botanical Garden near me, except they didn't actually give the thing an exit. The entrance, you just have to go, you basically just dick around until you feel like leaving and go back out the way you came in. Which always struck me as kind of strange.
Yeah.
Go. up a quick save because I'm at low health.
When we were playing Tower Unite to find out how to get the shop for the ghoul coins, Alma had to lead me through a hedge maze, and it was friggin' annoying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That knight looked like a 2D sprite. Okay, so you had to jump over that second catapult. Let's see, so I don't have to do that again. Well, I made up for my lack of lives. I'm up to 11 now.
Ooh, SpongeBob reference here. Ooh, you said number 11.
Okay, so apparently
From the episode.
Vlog is killed.
Yes, it's Silver Surfer logic. Well, yeah, that SpongeBob reference was the episode where they talk about swear words.
Huh. There's an episode of that 70s show that kind of joked about that, where it's like, Eric finds an album called 7 Dirty Words You Can't Say on Radio and Television, and the villain of that week is an evil, like, DJ that's trying to take Donna's job, so they trick her into playing it on the air.
I still have that 70s show box set you gifted me one year.
That's one of if you can get over the fact that Hyde turned out to be a massive, massive creep in real life, it is still one of my favorite shows.
Yeah. I mean, I watch Fat Albert as a meme show, so I can get over that.
Okay.
For that 70s
Wow,
show.
look at that sheer black pit of void where there's no skybox whatsoever.
You're like in the last stretch. You can do this.
I kind of figured as much. It's just there's catapults and then there's one that launches you to your death. Okay, yeah, you just had to go around that one. Okay, so you can aim to the sides to avoid getting launched back into the abyss, into the pit. Screw off, Green Arrow! Alright,
You got this by the ass.
I do got this by the... Alright, I got this... I got this by the ass! Oh wow, it sent me back a long ways.
Shit.
Luckily, I have quick saves.
Oh,
there's a
thing.
Oh, okay. The quick save.
The quick save sent you back further.
It's only by like a few seconds, though.
Yeah.
So those knights you can't kill. You just have to run around them.
Well, you can kill them. You have to hit them when they're tired.
Oh, bullshit! Okay, so these catapults, the first one launched me clear over the first one. Shoot.
Yeah, you can kill the knights. It's just
okay.
that you have to wait until they get tired first.
I noticed his archer friend got tired eventually. Extra life, good. What the hell? You have to like. This is like the shit that the nerds saw in Sunday Fun Day, where you have the springs that launch you all over, but some of them launch you into an abyss, and you have to like react at light speed to get over and.
Oh my god!
Go away, knight dude. Alright, you little sack of shit. Do your attack, get tired enough. Eat ass! Ever play Night of 100 Frights? I have not, but I'm curious too because it's been compared to Metroid.
Yeah, it's on the GameCube. It's not that expensive, so...
Alright. Up to this mythical final boss that's supposed to be hard as nuts. I know nothing about this, or how it works. So,
Here we
once
go.
more unto the abyss. Once more unto the bleach, my friends.
So, you think you can outsmart me? Well, this game's not over
Yep,
yet.
have fun.
Now it's just
Here we
you
go.
against me.
Oh, I was
Let's
expecting
see
the
what you are
arcade
made
showdown.
Relma! Rel!
Oh, from the movie?
Yeah.
This is the very last level, Scooby, so you need to get him this time. Just wait for your
Don't
chance
forget,
and hit
Shadow
him
has a
with the prize.
GameCube.
You
Well,
can
he
do it,
has a
Scooby.
PS2. I don't think he's tested it, though.
Yeah, Miles gave me a thin PS2. Those were apparently infamous for like breaking down. But I haven't tried it to test it just because, quite frankly, I procrastinate on a lot of stuff. Okay, so I'm starting to see what the problem is. You have to like okay, yeah, he's very difficult to dodge. I was expecting something like Redonkulous, but it's just him being a pain in the ass.
Uh...
Got him first try. Okay, here he's not done yet. Oh crap! Oh balls! Oh, that is really difficult to gauge with the depth perception. I have to go like left and right to it. What the hell? I thought I dodged that. Oh crap, Sackalula! Crap, Sackalula!
For the lightning part, just run circles around for the lightning part because it just follows you around.
Okay. So
Yeah.
just keep running for the lightning. This part I need to practice avoiding him because he kind of just curves towards the middle without warning. It's a tricky pattern. Okay, so I thought I had it that time.
Yeah, I would say stay near the bottom of the screen as close as you can get to the screen because he doesn't go down there except to zoom at you.
Okay.
I don't think.
He basically wiped me out down to 1 hit point there, so I'm not good at dodging that stuff yet.
Yeah. Frickin'.
Okay, so it looks like running around the perimeter dodges the lightning.
Yeah, just run in circles around the area. And this isn't even the worst phase. This is even the worst phase.
Okay. Okay, so 2 of the 3 are not real, and I missed my chance to hit him. I thought I was out of pie because the controls were like locking up. Kind of figured this. Got him! Okay, now I have 1 hit point left for the worst phase. Oh good, he's turning giant. This never ever ends. Oh, yep, that did not get very far in that.
Yeah, he is near impossible to dodge in this phase. You basically need the health to tank the hits. Like, I heard something about you need to try circle it. Like, he always hits you, like, with his right hand, so you have to try and go to his left. But anything I try, it's, like, inconsistent.
Yeah. Okay. I am having luck dodging him, like, if he kind of traipse over one area instead of trying to, like, run around the field with him. Okay, fuck this, I'm quick saving it. So
I would love to it would be great to see your reaction to the ending, just so I could do the same joke I did last time I watched a playthrough of this.
Okay, so I know how to handle the lightning, I know how to handle this part. They just kind of hang out at the bottom, kind of hanging out near. It seems to screw up his like tracking if you stay in the same area. Okay, got him. All right, now let's.
I hope 3 health is all you need.
Yep. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, you need to now dodge him twice, at least.
Oh, got him!
You did it!
Eat my shit! I didn't even need the save states.
Freaking, I swear to God, the way he zoomed towards the back of the area, I never saw him do that.
Scooby, hurry up and get back here. And bring the phantom virus with you.
Okay, we are at the end of the game. Turns out I did not need the save state, so that was cool. Your advice definitely helped with staying near the bottom to dodge his crap, though, because I don't know how long it would have taken me to figure that out. I was expecting like the floor to fall out or something and kill me at the end. All right. This is the final cutscene.
Jumping does not work to avoid him,
Fred
though.
and Daphne
Neither
aren't
does
back at that
ducking.
trap yet. What should we do?
Like you're
Fred and
asking
Daphne
us
aren't
to
back with
be
that
here on
trap.
the
They were
brains in the
fucking
room?
too long.
Yep.
I never expected you to be such good players. You may have beaten my monsters, but this game is not over.
That's what you think, Phantom Virus.
This game is definitely over.
Enough with the fourth wall! He shot him in the dick.
Are you guys okay?
Like, where did he go? Yeah, where did he go?
The wireless communication system.
We looked all over the place for a trap, but we couldn't find anything that would work.
And then I remembered that this system has virus protection software on it.
I always knew that software would come in handy.
Did you
one
hear
day.
that?
So, like, tell me that means the Phantom Virus is gone for good.
Sorry, I'm listening
He'd be
to this.
pretty stupid to come back.
Oh, okay.
So, you guys still want to be in a video game?
Huh?
So what was the part I missed?
Frickin', they had virus protection software the entire time. They could have zapped him at the beginning of the game.
Oh, for God's sake!
Fred just fucking forgot he had it.
Velma forgot they had it, because she's the one who had the communicator. Oh, for God's sake.
So, a friend, like, I remember a friend, like, I said that friend of mine, he was struggling against the final boss for an hour. He was in utter despair at that revelation. He was like, they had virus protection system in the first place. Why couldn't they zap him at the beginning of the game?
Oh my God.
And, my response was, well, Fred and Daphne were busy having sex.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers! This game did not even need to exist! And they would not went off and had sex!
Like, they said they looked all over for a trap. They couldn't find anything that would work. That was where I was going to make total cover for how you were off screwing. But, like, what the hell? Like, in the video, the way the virus is defeated in the movie doesn't entirely make sense either, because they whip out magnets, but, like, why do magnets in cyberspace that aren't real still work on the virus? But it's like, that's better than what they do here. Also, how did they have a gadget with antivirus software on it in itself software? It's like when you activate the Bat computer inside the Bat computer in Batman and Robin the game. What the hell? Jesus Christ. So yes, that was Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. Please be generous, donate in the link to our, we are doing a campaign, this is all for a fundraising campaign for Safe in Our World. It is a mental health support charity. Any donations are appreciated, and donations will get you entered for Steam Key giveaways. So thank you for watching, and that was it. You have any final thoughts, Schnick?
Well, I was gonna say that one thing that the movie does, in fairness, is that when they pull out the magnet for, like, the fight in the arcade, they have a magnet with Shaggy, because Shaggy had it the whole time and forgot about it, too.
Oh.
that is just a weird element they carried over into the game. But...
Okay, and it was a big magnet if I remember. It's like, where is he keeping that this whole time?
Well, probably for the same reason why he carries all that weight.
Yes, because of his weight.
Yeah, like, but as for this game, yeah, like, it's one of the last PS1 games I got brand new, and yeah, it was the closest thing I had to Crash Bandicoot as a kid, so I got used to it, but yeah. That's all I got. I don't want to keep this any longer because of the time limit.
Yeah, thank you so much for hopping on to keep me company and also to keep this well, interesting because I can be a bit of a bore, I think. Can confirm the SpongeBob game. Can confirm the SpongeBob game is not on here. Spider, that was another one that I enjoyed. Kind of a unique.
Yeah. Oh, Spawn the Eternal is another bad one.
Oh yeah.
And South Park. Well, South Park is better on N64. The PS1 version is like the bad version.
That's good to know because I have the N64 version physical.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end here and go swimming. So thank you all for turning up.
I gotta have some lunch.
Yep.
Yep.
See ya.